What's up, family? Welcome back to another episode of Ohtobewhole with your girl, Camille Young. That is me. You looking at her in the face. Yes, glad to have you here with me. Hey, Holy Rollers. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all, we have crossed over into the second half of the year. Can you believe it? We are going into the 7th month of the year. Oh my goodness. Where does the time go? Something that I wanted to, and let me just say, I always say, there are always opportunities to hit reset in your life. The new year, your birthday, even at the 6-month mark. If you haven't done some of the things that you should be doing, go ahead and get started, y'all. Like, we're halfway through the year now. So no more excuses. Get started. Get on top of what it is that you need to do. All right. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. But what I wanted to talk about today is the importance of inner beauty. You hear people say, you always, people want to talk about folk inner beauty because they funny looking on the outside. Okay. Or because they're unattractive. And, you always want to focus on somebody's inner beauty. Because their outer beauty is, maybe not seen as pretty or handsome based on societal constructs. And sometimes that may be true, but at the end of the day, what do you look like from the inside? Okay? What do you look like? The Bible talks about how it's not what you drink that corrupts the body, but it's what's already on the inside. It's what comes out of you is what is corrupted. All right. And so I really want us to, as I am aging, and, I don't think I'm bad looking or anything like that. But at the end of the day, like, if my intentions are not pure, if I am not exuding positivity and adding into people's lives and showing an inner beauty, not allowing my outer beauty. I'm more focused on my outer beauty than I am my inner beauty. That's not a good thing. You should focus on, and don't get me wrong, don't let yourself go. Because I've seen some people who have been attractive and, quote unquote, known as attractive people in the past, but they let themselves go. Don't let yourself go. You still need to, comb your hair and brush your teeth. Sure enough, brush them teeth now. Brush them teeth and gargle away. Go all the way back there. All the way back there, baby. And get all that funk out. Okay? Get all of that out. Still do that. Clean your ears. Wash your face. Ladies, if you wear a little makeup, throw up on a little makeup or a little lip gloss every now and then. You don't have to be beat every day or whatever. But, dress nicely. Keep up with your physical health. Those are all great things to do. But what good is that if your attitude is nasty? If you got a bad attitude, what good is that is if you are negative all the time? What good is that if you're insecure? What good is that what good is having the outer beauty when you just suck as a person? If you ain't got nothing good to say, or you frowning, or you always looking at other people wondering why they're able to smile or be happy, and you looking at why she always got to smile, or why he always in a good mood. Well, the question is, why aren't you? Okay, like, everything has a negative connotation to it, or you look down on others because they do carry a smile, or because they do have a pleasant disposition. So let's focus, y'all. We need to focus on inner beauty. Okay, because like I said, what the issues of life come out of the heart, the abundance of your heart. And if your heart is impure, if your heart is not right, if your heart is full of bitterness and anger and hatred and, anxiety and sadness and all those negative emotions, it comes out and it comes across, and it's not a good look. I've heard many people say, and I believe this as well, you can be like what they deem as gorgeous on the outside, but baby, if that attitude sucks, honey, that ain't it. That's not the life, okay? So I just encourage you, come on, inner beauty, okay? Like the Bible say, don't be worried about the plaiting of your hair and your garments and all of that. You need to have the inner beauty. Actually, as when we were growing up, shout out to Sister Aretha Arnold, we as girls, she had a group called Inner Beauty. That was the name of our girls group when we were in church. And talking about focusing on those things that are pure and honest and just and lovely and of good report, all of those, think on those things, okay? And that will help you to purify your heart. And if you have a challenge with this, and especially if you say you're a believer, ask God to purify your heart, create in you a clean heart. Search your heart, oh God, and take out anything that's not in it. And that's something we should do daily, because we do know that the heart is utterly deceitful, and who can trust it? So that's why we have to trust God to purify and ask God to purify our hearts, and not allow the cares of this world to eat us up, or unhealed trauma to project negativity into the world. Okay. All right. So that's all I got for today. Inner beauty, baby. Come on, say inner beauty. INNER. We want inner beauty, because if we have inner beauty, honey, it will make you look a lot better. Even if you feel like you're unattractive, baby, that inner beauty will draw people far quicker than that outer beauty, okay? The outer beauty may draw them initially, but the inner beauty is what'll keep them, okay? All right, look, thank you so much for joining me on today. If you have not yet registered for the LTY Women's Retreat, the deadline is gone for the discount, but you can still register, and I encourage you to do so. The event, the retreat is in October. Y'all, we're praying and preparing for it, so just make sure you sign up. It's down in the description, or go to ltywomensretreat.org and go to the events tab and register. Get the link there, okay? Or you can email me at ohtobewhole.com. Be sure to like, share, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. All right, thank y'all so much for joining me, and until next time, God bless.